So this pandemic rages on. COVID-19 continues to change our lives in ways that will probably affect us forever. So what can we take away from this? Hey, what's up? I'm Ken. This is kenfuTV, and this is Ken Learns Kenfu, where I reflect and just kind of process on my martial journey. One of the big things going on today is COVID-19. So today I want to talk about the takeaways, and especially the positive takeaways that I've had during this experience. But first, if you're new here, welcome. Each week I release videos in the martial arts, technique, philosophy, training, all that kind of stuff. And if that's the kind of thing you're into, then you found the right place. So if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you've got questions, drop them in the comments. In another update, new shirts. I've got a couple different ones available, hoodies, stuff like that. Drop those in the description below. I wanted a way for people to support the channel if they like what I'm doing, but also to get something, not just throw money. But you can donate below. But if you buy a shirt, you get to support the channel and get a new shirt. But let's get into today's topic. We're going on multiple months now of life being different. Things just not being anywhere close to where they used to be. For me personally, our dojo's been shuttered for a couple months now. It's been a while since I've in person seen any of the students and family, friends, all that we've got going there. And that has been difficult, but we've been moving and doing the online training, and that's kept us in contact with each other. And that's been really, really great. And I hope that things have been like that for you too, that this has not stopped your training. Today, I want to talk about the things that have been really good and positive about all of this, because I think there are that, and I think we need to reflect on that part and not the parts we don't like. So I'll link a video up here talking about what we've done, how we approached continuing to train during this pandemic. And for the most part, that's worked really well. We've made little tweaks here and there, but really we've kind of stayed true to what that was when we set it up, and it's worked really, really good. The engagement hasn't been to the highest levels, but that's to be expected when people's lives are turned upside down, and we shouldn't harbor any frustration with that. All we have to do is continue to encourage where we can and embrace what we have. In fact, here this last week, did our first promotion over a virtual class, which is really cool. It was time, it was overdue, it was ready to happen, and we did it live there in the class, which was really cool because we don't know when we're going to be back together again, and we don't want to put everything on pause just because the doors are closed. We're still training, we're still getting together. So as part of my reflection on all of this, I've made a list of 5 things that I think have been really positive about the quarantine and the isolation and the way that we're doing things now. So let's jump right into it. Number 1, advancement in dojo technology. This is not entirely true. A lot of this stuff existed, right? But I think a lot of dojos are jumping onto technology that they've never jumped on before. The idea of live streaming classes, running different curriculum through video services, having subscription models, different things like that, seminars, Zoom meetings, that kind of stuff. While this technology has been out there, I don't think nearly as many people had been using it as there are now. Even us, we have done live classes. I've had students that have moved away that wanted to continue to train, and so we've broadcast some of the classes that we do as a way to continue that and keep that going, but certainly not to the level of actually teaching class online only. Right? It's very, very different. A lot of these dojos, maybe they've even thought about broadcasting their classes or recording material, stuff like that, putting it online, but probably hadn't done it. And then all of a sudden, almost overnight, that's what it felt like for us, you were doing it. You were figuring out how to get a Zoom meeting held, how to get everybody involved in that, how to communicate with everybody, how to change your curriculum to something that can function in an online format, how to work a lot of your stuff solo, because not everybody has a partner. Not everybody who's at home has somebody that they can work with to do the kind of stuff that you're doing. It really forced a redevelopment of the curriculum and the skill set and the technology in place, and I think a lot of that will continue forward. You know, we've now seen that it's possible. So I think a lot of that, even as things go back to whatever normal looks like, I think dojos will have more online and digital presence than they ever have before, which rolls me into number 2. Number 2, we have more online content than ever. There have been a large number of people who have produced digital material, books and videos and online subscriptions and things like that for years. But now all of a sudden, people who have never done that have YouTube channels and are holding Zoom seminars. Like, you can sign up and pay $20 and jump into a seminar, or not even pay anything. A lot of these people are even doing them for free. All these classes are being recorded and shared, and that's really amazing. So now we've got more content, more availability, more resources than we ever have, ever. I don't care how much was out there before and how many people were doing it. It has not been to the level that it is now. It's exponential. It's amazing. That's also led to number 3, which is new relationships, because of the fact that you can jump on Instagram and YouTube and different places and Facebook and all that and find seminars and online classes and things like that. Maybe your dojo's not doing classes, so you end up jumping into somebody else's class or things like that. You're building relationships with people. And so now you're cultivating and working with people that you've never worked with before, which is so cool. Those relationships will continue. You'll still be connecting with these people, maybe traveling and doing seminars or classes and things like that. And I think that's incredible. When we go through the process of self-isolation only to come out with more contacts, more relationships than ever, that's really positive, which jumps me straight into number 4, which is that we're embracing opportunities. Again, a lot of this stuff has been available this whole time. We've had the ability to do so much of this stuff. Now, there's some things that have developed more because of this, but a lot of this technology, a lot of this stuff has been here. We just haven't been using it. And so things that we've done that there's no reason why we haven't done before, but here we are doing them is, I've had instructors of mine from outside of town, or in some cases outside of the country, in the classes, interacting with the students, answering questions, talking, doing all of this stuff. And I think that's awesome. I'm getting more opportunity now to train with my instructor in Canada than I ever have. And that's really awesome to be able to jump in and do that kind of stuff. I've had one of my instructors from Idaho jump in and be able to interact with the students. And I think that's really, really cool. These are opportunities that we've had available to us, but for whatever reason, we've never even considered doing it. And here we are, doing some of the coolest things we've done because of something that put us into isolation and quarantine. It's amazing to just think about the fact that something that tried to isolate us, tried to keep us apart, has grown us together more than ever before. Which brings me to number 5, appreciation, gratitude, understanding of the fact that we are more resilient than maybe we've ever given ourselves credit for. Dojos have shut down because of the economy or different situations, have had to close things down. They're training out of their garages. They're doing all this different stuff. We're not able to see each other. Classes aren't held together. We've lost members, gained members, different things, and yet nothing has stopped us. We've continued to train. People have continued to step up and do new things and find new ways to embrace what we're doing, continue to train. And I just think that's one of the most incredible things that we could ever take away from this experience, is realizing that we're unstoppable. The world can't hold us back. We've got those goals, we've got that passion, and we want it, we'll get it. Period. And you should be proud of that. I think it's incredible. Seeing the people I know all over the world engaging on this stuff and creating stuff and connecting in ways they haven't before. Seeing my students stay engaged and stay passionate, even though this is so much harder. The time schedules, the different things that make it more difficult to stay motivated and to continue to work, and just the lack of human interaction has yet still built where people are doing it. They're getting it done, and I think that's just absolutely incredible. So I hope that's where you're at. I hope that you see these things and then you recognize just how cool this has actually been. There's so many negative things and stuff, and we can complain all day, but there are so many incredible things that have come out of it. And I hope you're taking a minute to just appreciate that, recognize it, and take advantage of it. If you're just hearing about some of this stuff, go do it. Go find your next online seminar. Go jump in your next Zoom class. Get involved in Facebook groups and start recording your own material. Get your own material recorded. Record yourself doing stuff and share it. Now's the time. There's no time like the present. So that's it. Those are my 5. But what are your 5? What are the things that have driven you during this? What are the positive takes that you've taken away? Drop those in the comments. Let me know how you think this has been a good thing. And let's try to increase that positivity in the world right now. That's it for today. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. While you're down there, be sure to leave a comment. If you want to subscribe, you can do that right here. Got a playlist of videos like this here and some more videos you might like here. So glad to have you along with me on this journey, and I'll catch you in the next one.